friends, today I'm back with a new book that is Alone. So let's read it together. Once there was a boy called Billy McGill who lived by himself on the top of a hill. He spent every day in his house all alone. For Billy McGill liked to be on his own. "This is my hill," said Billy McGill. "I live here alone. Always have, always will." Splendid aloneness. Yes, that was the aim. So nobody called and nobody came. Life was so fast down below in the town with the people, the traffic, the rushing around, the hustle and the bustle, the coming and going. The world never stopped with its toing and froing. But life on the hill stayed exactly the same. Nobody called, nobody came. "This is my hill," said Billy McGill. "I live here alone, always have, always will. From morning to night, and all the year around, there was barely a whisper and hardly a sound. Not a blip, not a blop, not a hum, not a creak. Till one day, the horror, a scratch, and a squeak. Billy searched high and low and all over the house until, under the bed, he discovered a mouse. "No," Billy muttered, "I can't accept that." So he went into the town and he brought a cat. "This is my hill," said Billy McGill. "I live here alone, always have, always will. This cat will give chase to the mouse. Yes, it will. And the peace will return to my house on the hill." But the cat liked to play, and the mouse was the same, and they both thought the chase was a wonderful game. "Oh no," Billy cried. "It's a dog that I need. I'll chase off this cat and this mouse with great speed." But the dog joined the game with the cat and the mouse. They ran round in circles all over the house. "Oh no," Billy cried. "What they need is a scare." So went to the zoo and snuck out with a bear. But the bear felt quite tired. He and the cat and the dog fell asleep. "Oh no," Billy cried. I must wake them up quick." A roar from a tiger just might do the trick. But the tiger he fetched had a terrible sneeze, and the roar when it came was no more than a wheeze. "This won't do," said Billy. "I must get him a vet, for I will get rid of these animals yet." "This is my hill," said Billy McGill. "I live here alone, always have, always will." The vet, when she came, said, "Let's knit him a sweater. This beast has a cold. It will make him feel better." "I can do it for you. You must get me some wool. Find a sheep with a coat that is fluffy and full." So the sheep Billy found was as big as a cloud. "How on earth will I clip it?" he wondered aloud. "My friend is a hairdresser. He'll know what to do," said the vet. He will shear his sheep nicely for you." So the vet asked a friend, "Can he help?" He said, "Maybe, as long as you're here to look after my baby." "This is my hill," said Bill McGill. I live here alone, always have, always will. As soon as they came, the poor baby started crying, and the hairdresser said, "There's just no use in trying. I can't shear the sheep while my baby is upset. We must get him a toy." Oh, the poor little pet. "To the toy shop," said Billy. I'll be back very soon." He returned with a fabulous bright red balloon. "Oh, how perfectly chosen," the hairdresser said. His favorite color has always been red." But just at that moment, the wind began blowing. The house was decided by a thunderstorm growing. The balloon disappeared in a gust through the door. The hairdresser screamed. The baby cried sore. "Enough," Billy roared. "I can't take any more. All this noise and confusion. What is it for? This is my hill. I am Billy McGill. I live here alone. Always have, always will." With a huff and a puff and a miserable frown, he trekked up through the rain to the far side of town, and beyond through the valley and over the sea, to a place high and lonely where no one would be. "Now, this is my hill," said Billy McGill. "I live here on my own. Always have, always will." The evening grew colder. At the sunset, he thought of the tiger, the sheep, the rat, and the dog, and the bear, and the hairdresser too. And just then the red balloon blew into the view. And the poor little baby popped into his head. The baby whose favorite color was red. He reached for the string and he went down the hill and over the sea. He kept going until he had passed through the town and arrived his house. The one with the dog and the cat and the mouse. There was noise and confusion and poop everywhere. And the sheep was asleep with the bear on the chair. "I will fix this," said Billy. "I will fix it all soon. Achoo!" And he handed the baby the bright red balloon. The baby stopped crying and fell fast asleep. The hairdresser set about cheering the sheep. The rat made a sweater the tiger soon wore, and the tiger, much better, recovered its roar. The bear, in a panic, ran out of the house, chasing after the dog and the cat and the mouse. The rest of them left in a minute or so, and Billy was pleased to see everyone go. "This is my hill," said Billy McGill. "I live here alone, always have, always will." Now Billy is happy, and peace is restored. This house on the hill is chaos no more. There is hardly a whisper, barely a sound, except every Tuesday when friends come around. The end.